Hi, I'm going to bring you a lot of videos, a lot of my thoughts on how I've been keeping up myself very strong and very positive. Many people do know that I'm a transgender woman. So during my teenage years, I used to have so many thoughts, especially suicidal thoughts. Being a transgender person, a gender non-conforming person, and being bullied at school is one of the terrible things that a teenager can go through. Not one day, but every day. So I, as a trans woman, being in a boy, feeling as a girl, being in a boy's body, I mean, it was terrible, of course. And there were so many aspects in my life that came to me, and I ran for them and grabbed myself too. So through these video series, I'm actually going to share many of that. One of the things I actually did is I started reading books, and that opened up a new world to me. Yes, I was in despair, and yes, I was sad, but that reading habit was one thing that changed my life. I started reading very, very positive books. Um, One of the book that I read that had a deep impact on me was Dale Carnegie's um, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. That book alone made me so much impact in my life. And when we talk about the fiction books, Sidney Sheldon's all novels, they had a great impact on me. Sidney Sheldon's characters, especially protagonist, is always a woman, and she goes through a lot of troubles, and she finally succeeds, even though she faces unimaginable troubles in her life. So during my teenage years, and especially in my early 20s, I started reading all this, and many books. In Tamil, I used to read Bharatiyar Kavidegal, the poetry of Bharatiyar, and also many, many, many short stories that were full of bravery and courage. Yeah, these things actually were kind of a foundation for me to make me strong. But besides that, there is one more factor that really, really, really made me very strong: the anger in me, the kind of anger that I felt for people like me. I grew up with the transgender community, even though I was actually supported by my family. I grew up with the transgender community right from my age 12. I used to go and meet them at parks. We used to meet in secret places, but every day I happened to see that how they all went through several troubles at home. I mean, they were bullied at school, they were bullied at public spaces, and also even in their own families, their brother or father was always torturing them, naming them, and not respecting them. Every individual respects dignity. But trans people, especially during our teenage years itself, we go through a lot of character assassination is done to us. So it's like a broken glass. We feel so much broken during our teenage years. I started taking one by one all my broken pieces and putting it together. Yeah. And build myself into a new person. It took years, of course, but I didn't give up. It all started with reading books, believing in myself. And that is why I tell everyone, my friends, and especially children, teenagers, start reading books. Reading is an enormous great thing. A book is a window to the world. And books can actually open up our life to a new beginning. So that was one of the secrets of my life, and I'm happy to share it here. So in my next video, I will share another thing and another thing that actually changed my life. Thank you.